When you design these beautiful items, could you share with us your design concept behind it?
Oh yes, of course. So the both are about natural life. So this one we call it forest life, and this one marine life. So of course, as you understand, this one talk about the forest. So it's like a little ecosystem. So you have different kind of trees living together, and you have all the little animals that live inside, like the bees, where you can see this is a butterfly, but you also have a little bird, and leaves and nutshell and squirrel and so on. So there are a lot of things to discover in, and there is also some kind of labyrinth where you can move and, for example, move the little fox that will maybe discover the rabbit which hide inside of the trees, and also some stacking. You see the bush and even little animals that live under the bush. So it's really about a lot of stories, but also a lot of fine motorics, a combination of stories and also action. So as you can see, this roller coaster is about marine life. So you can discover all the kind of animals that you can discover on the sea, but also under the sea. So you have the whale, you have the seagull, and under the sea you can see that there are the baby whale that you can use as a labyrinth close by the mother. You have also all the animals on the bottom of the sea, like the ray, like the starfish. So a lot of things to discover, like for example, the Nemo, the clownfish, which is hiding in the coral. So it's all about ecosystem, but it's also a lot about the fine motorics and to manipulate the little hands among all those different features. So let me introduce this treasure hunt games. So it's you have 10 different little medallions that are inside. So you take them and you it's there is a 1 to 10, and you can hang them anywhere in the house or in the garden. And there is an arrow that will indicate the direction of the next one. So from step to step, from 1 to 10, the kids will discover every medallion, and at the end of the treasure hunt, they will discover the chest where you can hide inside a little gift like a candy or something else. It's a very funny and very attractive, very pleasant, very funny games about treasure hunt. I really like this item. So yes, I would like to introduce you this print and play rocket that actually is a kind of print and play like a dollhouse where you have different kind of room where you can, for example, like in a home, make the cooking, or going to the laboratory because we are into the space to make some kind of exercise. The bedroom, you can prepare also to go outside, and it's also a toy that will develop kids to like a construction toys, because you also have some tools like the screwdriver, and you can unscrew and then you can open the different parts of the body of the rocket and make from it, each part can be converted into a village in space where you can install your equipment and discover a new planet with a little car, with a lot of material to explore. So it will encourage kids to develop their imagination, to discover all about the science and the discovery. Yeah, we do really like this very open play game. So this is about our Noah Ark is very special because actually, okay, this is the Noah Ark where you can see Noah and his wife, and of course you have different kind of animals like the big elephants, the lion, the penguin, the crocodile, yeah, and also you have birds and so on. The fact is that this Noah Ark is also a construction a toy where you can build your own Noah Ark. So that's very interesting because you have the print and play, but also you have the construction play. So as you can see, you can dismantle or build your own Noah Ark with a very simple system with elastic. So the kids will learn how to build their boat. It's also allow them to fit inside the animals, and so you can see through and you can see what's happening inside the boat. And there is a lot of different way to play. Like for example, every part of the Noé Ark is a kind of potential games. Like the part of the shells that can be also a balance game to exercise to find the right way to position the different characters. So this cube is about a different kind of activity. We call it multi-activity cube. And actually, it's not really a cube because there are these angles that make the function more accessible for the baby. So of course you have different faces with different kind of activity. So this is the shape sorting. So the kids will have to recognize the shapes and to find the right way to put the shapes in. We have, of course, a roller coaster on the top, which is like a little sculpture, like a little abstract or modern art sculpture. And you have the different surprise behind the different doors, where you have a mirror here. Here you have a little sound to press with a sound inside. So different kind of texture. Here it's a kind of a labyrinth in the wall that will have the movement, so it's very interesting. And finally, we have this one which is extremely interesting with the kinematic effect, and you can create your own track. So there are many possibilities to use the same and new movement. We call it my little home because actually it's much more than only a kitchen. It's like a little apartment where the kids, of course, they have the kitchen area where they can prepare the meal, but it's also a place where they can play the theater. They can also fold it so it becomes very small in the house and not too roomy. So on this part, it can be a little theater where you can play with the puppet. Here you have a blackboard where you can draw and exercise your artistic talent. And here you have a laundry with a true washing machine and a mirror where you can put the clothes in and then you can wash them and play and regulate. So this is really much more than only a kitchen.